When it comes to the icebreaker, how many of you find this ridiculous? How many of you find this intimidating? I want to share my icebreaker with you. The story about an icebreaker, there's a picture of an icebreaker. And that, for many of us, is what Toastmasters is about. Breaking ice. When it comes to the icebreaker, what's the first thing the captain has to do? He has to choose a destination. I want you to think about when you choose your destination, as you work your path, consider choosing new things. Don't do things you're comfortable with. Just because you did it before and it seems like it would be easy, don't do the same route twice. When you set your destination, there's always a new way to go. The second thing you need to consider is you need to move. Because if you set a destination without motion, that is just daydreaming. Keep in mind, this ship that you just saw, the hardest thing for it to do was get going. Once it got going and it got the momentum, it became easier to go. So the first step is the hardest. But the first step sets you in motion so that you get some momentum going for you so that you will be on a roll. The problem being, the longer you are stationary and do not move, the harder it is going to be to move again. And this ice you see behind, the ice you see behind me will have reformed and you will have to start all over again. The third thing I would ask you to do is enjoy the journey. In my journeys, I've noticed that I've fallen on my face a number of times. But I've enjoyed it because I've learned from my experiences. I've learned from my good experiences and my bad experiences. If we can't learn from our experience, we're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you need to celebrate every part of your journey. Otherwise, why would you even start it? Why get going on a journey if you're not going to enjoy it? If it's just another thing to do, another box to check off to get to where you want to go. I think most of us are in Toastmasters because we want to improve. Well, part of improvement is setting a journey, a destination, a path, a pathways, where we want to go. The second thing we need to do is to move on that path. That icebreaker's hardest thing to do is to get moving. Once you get moving, it becomes easier to keep going. Don't stop there. Become active. Keep speaking. And above all, enjoy the journey. The journey is what makes it all worthwhile. How many of you have set a goal and received it and said, that's the end of it? For example, you may have wanted a new car, and that was the thing you wanted most in the world. And then once you got it, it was, well, so what? But finding happiness in the journey will make this all worthwhile. So I want to leave you with those three things. And so you can warm up your speaking, and you can warm up all those around you as you share your stories and your journey.